Hey everyone, welcome to the Middle School Visual Arts PLC group. My name is Alicia Montgomery and I'm the moderator for this group. I'm so glad that you've joined our community. It was created with you in mind. Our goal is to collaborate and support each of you as we try to navigate this craziness that we call middle school visual arts. Whether you're the only one in your system or one of many, we know that you're going to find things in this episode that will help you. In order to make this as beneficial as possible for everyone, be sure to set up your notifications and check back often to see posts, discussions, and support that will be showcased. And please engage in our discussion questions. It's really nice to hear different points of view. This episode is these sets of episodes are going to be about curriculum and assessment, and this first one's going to be how to create a curriculum plan. I know that was something that I struggled with when I first started teaching. They focused a lot on unit plans with me and lesson plans when I was in college, but not so much about a curriculum plan. So I'm going to go over just kind of how I create that for my class in this session. One of the first things that you need to do to start designing your curriculum plan is to find the standards for your grade level. Go to this site to find your grade level standards. So this is just the georgiastandards.org. All right, and it'll pull up this page. All right, it'll have your visual arts instructional frameworks. If you'll scroll down, there's one that says Georgia Standards of Excellence in Visual Art, and you want to click on it. And if you scroll down to the table of contents, you can very quickly find your grade level for each one. They're divided up by grade level, and they have 6th grade, and then it'll have different categories. So this is the creating section. It'll have your standard and then the substandards. There's presenting, responding, and connecting. Then it'll go on to the next grade level. The creating category deals with 6 different standards: visualizing and generating ideas, choosing from materials or methods, creating 2D work, engaging in different processes, incorporating the elements and principles of art, as well as informal components, reflecting on what they're doing, looking at traditional and contemporary artists, and keeping an ongoing visual and verbal record. So those are all of the things that they're doing. So this is their actual making of their artwork. The next one is presenting, and that deals with planning and preparing and getting their artworks ready to present. We talk about craftsmanship, making sure your name's on it. I have them mat at least one piece, usually just on poster board, that we will display, and then they can either display their artwork on their gallery wall that's in my classroom or in our hallway at school. The next one is responding, so reflecting on what they're doing, how it interacts, or how it fits in with their community, their culture, the world in general, critiquing their own artwork, critiquing the artwork of their peers, engaging in art criticism of other professional artists' artwork. And then the last one deals with connecting, developing their own artistic voices. How does this tie in with other things that they're interested in or other academic subjects? How it extends beyond the walls of the classroom? Where do they see art in their community? How can the artwork that they create be part of what's in the community? And so once you kind of understand what those things are, then you can start thinking about, okay, how is this going to fit into the projects that I'm thinking about doing? And that's where you start doing your curriculum map. So the first thing that I do is I just create a little chart that has all of the categories and standards, as well as the substandards, just going down the left-hand side where that big red circle is. Then I'll look at each project that I have that I've chosen to do that year, that quarter, and place those at the top, and I just do one per column. And I make sure that I include their portfolios on there, their daily drawings, which they do in their sketchbooks. And then once I've got the projects placed, I go down the chart and I put an X beside each row of the substandard that I meet with that project. Once I've done that, then I go back through the chart and make sure that I have an X on at least one X on every row. If I do, then I know that I've met all my standards and I'm good to go. If not, then I know that I need to go back and design or find a project that can fit into one of those standards. So that way I make sure I'm covering everything. This is really important in my classes because I only see my students every other day for 9 weeks. So to try to make sure that we're at least briefly touching on all of those standards, I make sure to set this up for each time I change what I teach. So that way I can make sure that I'm covering all of those things. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. Thank you for joining me. Please take a few minutes to participate in our discussion question. I can't wait to hear all your wonderful ideas and share some of my own. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates, posts, or any of our fun. Have a great day.